The Tigers sent their 2016 senior class off in style with an 18-11 victory over the Stags of Fairfield. Head coach Sean Nadelen will join me to talk about the victory on today's edition of the Tiger Lacrosse Report that starts now.
Or is this the high? Just let it go, enjoy the ride. Without the low, there ain't a high.
AT&T knows the best kind of holiday is the kind where everyone gets what they wished for. Make this holiday extra happy when you buy one, get one free on our most popular smartphones. Like the Samsung Galaxy S6. Buy one, get one free. So spread some cheer and capture every minute of it. Right now at AT&T, buy one, get one free on our most popular smartphones.
How long does it take to change the game of basketball? Days, years, decades? How about 0.4 seconds? All of a sudden, big ain't so big no more. Small ain't so small. The step back three is the new dunk. Follow through is the new poster. Range is the new hang time. How long to change the game of basketball? 1 second or less.
White Market's ice cream plant is based in Sunbury, Pennsylvania, and it's locally owned and operated. We've been making our ice cream for nearly 50 years. We create roughly 70 flavors of ice cream right now. We use local ingredients, especially our cream, which is from our milk plant. The cream is what gives our ice cream a rich and creamy texture. Now, together with our customers, we've created a product called Peanut Butter Indulgence, which will be coming out this summer. It's a peanut butter ice cream with sea salt caramel swirl and chocolate-covered pretzel. How can you go wrong with that? Personally, I love our ice cream. If you come to our house at any given time, you'll find at least 5 packets of ice cream in our freezer. Our kids grew up eating Wise quality ice cream, and now we get to treat our grandchildren to it. It's been a pleasure for me to be tasting ice cream for over 40 years for Wise Markets, and I'm loving every minute of it.
Hello and welcome to the Tiger Lacrosse Report, filmed inside the Towson Sports Network studios. I'm your host, Spiro Morekas. The Tigers celebrated their senior class this past Saturday in the final home game of the regular season, where they played host to the visiting Fairfield Stags. Towson came away with an 18-11 victory in a huge CAA matchup. Let's take a look at the highlights from that win.
Fairfield working it up the left side. Getting double teamed there is Colin Burke. There's a shot and a score as Burke feeds it to Nico Panapinto, and Panapinto sends it home for his 5th goal of the year. Brenner has it behind. Passes over to Parks. Spencer up top. Lynch to the fire and score. Mike Lynch makes it 5-2, his 2nd of the day. Fires that low to high shot that rings off the crossbar. Ben McCarty there for the backup. Lynch, 4th goal of the game from about 10 yards out. 8-2 Tigers. 6:24 to go here in this first half. Burke comes up the left side, turns, he shoots and he scores again. 10-5 all of a sudden. 3 goals for Colin Burke, who came in with 32. Over right side to Bolwicki. Comes down, feeds behind to Conan. Conan in front, shot, score Tigers. Ryan Drenner gets the feed, point blank shot, 13-5. Towson with 3:54 to go in the 3rd. Drenner back over to Kirby on the right. Ian shoots and scores. The freshman with his 11th goal of the year, and the Tigers have matched their highest output of the season. Charlie Horning gets stripped of the ball, but the ground ball by the Stags. Blind shot, and Burke has just scored his 5th goal of the game from the right side. 5:48 to go. Drenner comes up the right turn, shoots and scores. Brian Drenner with his 3rd goal. So the Tigers have Lynch with 5 and Parks and Drenner with 3.
It was the Tigers' biggest offensive output this season and biggest since 2008. Mike Lynch scored 5 goals and was named CAA Player of the Week. And even goalkeeper Tyler White tallied a goal. The Tigers are now 11-2 for the first time since 1990, 3-1 in the CAA. And here to talk about the game, the head coach of the Tigers, Sean Nadelen. Coach, before we get to the game, you celebrated your seniors, and a lot of times you look at a senior class and you'll see some of the guys contributed, some of them were role players, some maybe just, guys that you used in practice. But this senior class that you had, everybody was a major contributor to this program.
Yeah, this group is a impactful group for Towson lacrosse from day one on campus for these guys, and we couldn't be more happy to their final regular season home game, to be able to earn a good victory for them, to have a great senior day experience. But there's no doubt that these guys have been instrumental in Towson lacrosse, not only this year but their past 3 years with the program. So it's been a fun ride with these guys, and we want to keep it rolling.
And some of those seniors had big days on Saturday. Let's start with the game. Stags come out 2-0 right off the bat. Did you think, oh my gosh, this is Delaware all over again?
I didn't, because I thought we were still, just as a team, we didn't have that feeling that we had against Delaware. We just were against Delaware. It was a weird mix of emotions and feeling. I felt the guys were much more in tune. We didn't play great defensively to start the game, but we were doing all right at the face-off X. And I knew just we needed to get the ball offensively, and the offense proved that once we got it, they were ready to go and tuned it up. But defensively, we needed to settle down. It wasn't, that we got punched in the face 6 seconds into the game. We got worn down a little bit and made a mistake, and they capitalized on it. But it wasn't, it wasn't as severe as Delaware.
Then you guys go on a run and have a 10-3 lead at halftime. Obviously, the Stags are not going to give up, and 10-3 seems insurmountable, but it's not insurmountable, as you saw a couple years ago at Hofstra. Mm-hmm. What do you tell the team at halftime now that you have that big lead?
Well, we didn't want to let up on the gas pedal. We wanted to keep the foot down. We knew Fairfield was going to come out and possibly make some adjustments or just try to play better. I thought their goalie obviously had a rough day. We did a good job putting the ball on cage in good spots, so a little bit of good on our end, probably not so good on their end, I'm sure, after watching the film. But we knew potentially they'd make a goalie change. We weren't going to change the way that we were playing offensively, continue to stay attack mode. Defensively, continuing to make stops and stay engaged. But credit to Fairfield, they came out and played great at the face-off X, capitalized on their possessions, and put some pressure on us in that third quarter.
Mike Lynch with the 5 goals. He was playing great, then got injured, missed a couple of ball games. Now he's been back. Talk about Mike and what he's meant to this team this year.
Mike's a guy that if you're an opposing defensive coordinator, you worry about. He's got great speed, pretty good IQ, and he shoots the crap out of the ball. I mean, when it comes out of his stick, it's coming out hot and heavy, either on the run or with his feet set. And the biggest question mark for Mike has always been, can he get the ball on cage? Luckily, he got on cage, quite a bit the other day. 5 goals is a great output by a midfielder. But the nice thing is Mike is he can create his own, he can set up other guys, and he can capitalize when other guys set him up. And just confidence, I think, continues to build on him.
And then one of your seniors really came through, Spencer Parks. He had 5 points in the ball game. Spencer, it seems like there are games where he kind of disappears for a while, but he's had some big moments for you this year.
Yeah, it was neat to see in the Fairfield game that Spencer have success early on. You could just kind of see it, just like, he said to Coach Gallardi, he's got the hot hand, let's keep feeding him, let's get him the ball. He's just making good plays, which he's done consistently, but, goals, setting guys up, making good looks. You just see he had a little bit more on his game on Saturday as opposed to maybe some previous games. Not that he hasn't been, but, he was definitely feeling it on Saturday, so we wanted to get him in the mix a little bit more, and he capitalized. It was a great senior day for him.
One area that's got to be a little bit of a concern is at the face-off circle. You guys started off great, but as the game went on, Fairfield started to dominate there. What changed from the first half to the second half?
We didn't play as well off the wings in the second half. I think Steven Stillwell, who started the game for us for the first time this year, did a good job controlling the ball in the first half, getting it to himself or getting it to spots where we could make good plays. In the second half, Fairfield was controlling the ball a little bit more out of the X or making it better plays off the wings, and that's something that we continue to work on as a unit. Our wings have to be much better as far as getting the ball off the ground, reading the face-off, as well as our face-off guys being able to control the ball coming out. But when we don't do that, we still have to be able to get the ball and make a play on it.
And then Tyler White gets a goal at the end of the game. And, very rarely do you see a goalie score a goal, and very rarely do you see him score a goal from his own net. Which basically he threw it the length of the field. Yeah. What was the reaction of the team when they realized that Tyler had scored a goal?
They were pumped up. They couldn't have been more excited. Tyler's obviously been the wall for us in Cage over the past 3 years, having a strong senior year. For him to launch a full field goal to goal swish, basically went straight in the net on senior day as time expired. You couldn't ask for a better way to walk off the field your last regular season home game as a senior. The guys were pumped.
Now, was he just throwing it?
He was shooting. No, he was shooting. He was literally shooting at the net. The ball came to him, and I can't remember if it was a last-second shot by Fairfield or not. But the ball got to him, and he said one of the guys was saying, "Shoot, shoot, shoot!" So he just heaved it, and sure enough, nothing but the bottom of the net.
And not only the bottom of the net, but it also ran out the clock. So the Tigers win it 18-11. That will do it for us on today's episode of the Tiger Lacrosse Report. Join us next time on TowsonTigers.com or the Towson Tigers on YouTube, when Coach Sean Nadelen and I will preview the Tigers' regular season finale as they take on the Pride of Hofstra. For head coach Sean Nadelen, I'm Spiro Morekas. Thanks for joining us, and as always, go Tigers.